Hello everyone, my name's David, welcome to Wax Gamer, and today we have a very special interview with Victor Zanesco of Star Card fame, and it's going to be conducted by Dwayne of Alien Army. I actually don't know much about this collection, and I'm just going to sit back and listen to this one myself. But without further ado, let's hop into it. Mining all we can on the land, what's the plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh?
Welcome, good evening, buenas noches, hola, ciao, and any other language you want from around the world. We
Hello,
are
amigos.
Victor Zanesco of Star Cards and joined by the one and only David Lee. Myself, I'm Dwayne. I'm the alien leader of Alien Army World, and we're one goal to democratize NFTs, have a good time in the insane crypto space of Alien Worlds, and enrich the lives of our community through any way possible. And one of those possible ways is meeting amazing NFT creators. So I introduce to you Victor Zanesco of Star Cards.
Hello, guys. Hello, Dwayne. Hello, David. Hello, everyone. Good night, good evening for you guys. My name is Victor. I'm 24. I am one of the owners of Star Cards. I handle marketing and the process, the creative process behind making the Star Cards NFTs. So I'm Brazilian, and nice to meet you guys. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So David, have you come across Star Cards before? I assume you haven't. My one objective tonight, one and only objective tonight, is really to make every single person who has not heard of Star Cards an big fan, just as I am. Because this is one project I discovered in early December that just come in leaps and bounds. And as far as I see it, you guys have done so much to advance this space. You've introduced me to so many things and so many concepts. And the more I delve into Star Cards, the more I learn. This week, I've deliberately avoided going on the Star Cards channel because always full of teasers and just it's a realm of the possible. Just so much happens on there. So this is Artist Week that just passed. What can you tell us about Artist Week of Star Cards? How did that go for you? And how does that sink in with exactly what Star Cards is? What's the objective? And how did you fulfill it this week with Artist Week?
Yeah, by coincidence, we are doing this interview in the middle of the Artist Week. I stole Star Cards Telegram, and even some of the arts we are going to reveal tonight, I haven't showed my partner Rob. He's present here on the Zoom meeting, so it will be a review for him too. So it's gonna be fun. And the Artist Week, we are launching a psychedelic rarity. It's a new rarity that contains new Star Cards that weren't launched on the Ruptura packs. So they're completely new. There are some that are completely new, and others are like we put this effect, psychedelic effect. It's amazing. You guys are going to love it.
And Victor, let me toss it on the screen real quick. Hold on one sec.
Okay. Let's do the review. Rob, are you ready?
I deliberately did not look at these reveals during our pre-meeting because I wanted to save all my excitement because it's going to be just exciting for me and Rob. Let's have a look.
Dwayne, don't look.
I'm going to look now.
All right.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this is one of the first. This card is one of the legendary cards we launched on Ruptura, and this was just an amazing finding because we were trying out different arts. We from Star Cards, we like to try different things. So we get new arts, we get old arts. We do a lot of testing, and this one was one of the best, the most amazing looking NFTs we have ever launched. So we are very proud of launching this one on Ruptura.
I love this NFT, and this NFT is huge. Like, I don't know if it's coming through that great, but on my screen at home right now, it looks amazing. And I'm going to go to the next one now.
I'm blown away so far. Can't wait to see what the next one is.
Yeah, and this one is even better. Psychedelic Experiment. It is also one of the cards from the Ruptura set, and it's better than the original. Like I don't know how we can manage to do it, but we did it.
You certainly have done it. The colors on that card are absolutely amazing. It looks to me as if he's either touching the cosmos or channeling lightning. Which is it? Or is it bits of both?
It's both, and it's like nuclear fusion. We love nuclear fusion. We love fusion, star fusions. We love it.
That is some amazing fusion. I know the original Psychedelic Experiment card, which is a nice card as it is, but with the animation and colors on that card, it just absolutely transforms it and takes it to the next level.
Yeah, they look amazing.
Do you have one more reveal to do tonight?
Maybe we have.
I'm gonna throw that up now. This thing is so cool. Hold on.
So this one is called Lotus Rotate. This one is a part of a bigger art from our Ruptura set. It's called Tiger Rotate. This card was a Star Fusion. So we separated in 3 parts and we launched it as an epic card. So because we do Star Fusions because sometimes part of the cards, they deserve to be shown separately, like cat balls. Yeah, but Lotus Rotate is going to be live for blending in 1 hour. So you guys better be ready because the first minds for star cards are really, really tough to get. Not even the creators can get it. So me or neither Rob, we can get one. So it's really hard.
So now that new fusion is live in 1 hour. Star Cards O'Clock.
Star Cards O'Clock, yeah.
Super cool.
How did Star Cards O'Clock develop? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is a community thing. We love to hear the community. We love to pay attention what you guys are asking us, because it's important to listen to your clients and everything. So Star Cards O'Clock began organically, in an organic way. After work, I always had my cell phone 7 p.m. here in Brazil or 10 p.m. UTC, 22 p.m. UTC, and I would send out the tweets or the announcements. We like to call them announcements and tease you guys and play with you guys sometimes. And Star Cards O'Clock was clearly a really stated timestamp for our announcements. I think I don't know actually who was it. I might be wrong, so I'm not going to mention names, but our community started calling 22 p.m. UTC Star Cards O'Clock, and it's live until now.
I love Star Cards O'Clock. I think everybody in the NFT community, especially the Wax community, must agree with me. There's absolutely nothing better than getting free NFTs. And when I was first starting out in the space in early December, indeed it was Star Cards O'Clock I saw mentioned on the announcements on Twitter that first caught my attention. And I think I've tracked my collection down. I think the first collection, the first Star Cards I have was Devil's Servant. I'm not sure if he was an airdrop or not, but I did come across him from Star Cards O'Clock. Like I said before, what part of my mission is to make the NFT space bigger and introduce as many people as possible to new artists. So I tried to bring some friends onto the NFT space, onto the Wax space, because I was loving this new playground. And I thought Star Cards would be a fantastic place to start. I had this friend absolutely convinced that you really need to jump into the Wax space. And I think this was early February, you had another announcement then. I said to the friend, right, you come across Star Cards O'Clock, 2200 GMT UTC, and all you need to do, absolutely all you need to do, is be on that Twitter channel, Star Cards Twitter channel, at 2200 UTC, and you press the view button, and you get an awesome free card. And he's like, yep, absolutely, happy days, brilliant. I'm absolutely going to be on there. Came 2200, the announcement came on, I quickly filled up the links. So I knew my free star card was on its way. And at the exact time, my friend was phoning me and going, how do I retweet? And I was at that stage when he asked me, how does he retweet? And I realized that probably not everybody is ready yet for the NFT space.
Yeah.
So star card stuff, massive big fan of star cards. Let's roll it back a bit though. Let's roll it a little bit backwards. Let's roll it back to when star cards first started and how.
Yeah, so Star Cards officially started on October 2020. I just came back from Australia during the pandemic, these crazy things we are living on right now. And my best friend, Rob, who handles the parts of technical stuff about NFTs, he followed me on my social media. I usually posted some arts there, and quite often actually, but he reached out to me and say like, look, this is something crazy, but we should try. It's called NFT, and he presented me he showed to me the wax world and the NFT world, and I said, yeah, we should try. We don't have anything to lose. I'm just creating things that I like, I love, with passion, and this would be something that would be fun to do, and it's actually really fun. Until today, we of course we are serious about some things, yes, but we still have some fun actually. So Star Cards started on October 2020 and with an airdrop. This is very common for starting projects on FTs because, like you said, Devil Servant, I think it definitely was an airdrop. So it gets people on board on the project and who doesn't want free NFTs. So
yeah, absolutely.
We started with Serious One doing an airdrops, and we did some sales. And Star Cards is not only about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Star Cards is mainly about music and rocks and things that we love. Me and Rob, we exchange a lot. So many of the arts are picked by him, many of the arts are picked by me, but I'm the artist and he handles the dev stuff. And that's it. We don't have too much to talk about. We just get inspired by some songs, some movies, and sometimes the NFTs that you guys see on Atomic Hub, they just pop in my mind sometimes. Sometimes I have a plan for them. Like for an example, we are going to show some of the NFTs, but yeah, these are NFTs related to rock, mainly rock songs, but we love movies too, and some songs that inspire us. It's hard to explain, but that's the overview about Star Cards.
Well, why don't we show a couple of the NFTs and maybe we'll pause on them and you and Dwayne can have a quick talk about them as it goes.
All right.
Yeah, yes. I think we've got some music queued up as well, don't we?
Yeah, the first one is really cool and it goes with the song. I'm hoping that this works well. I'm not a Zoom master yet, but let's see what we can do here. Hold on one sec.
Let's see what we can do. And we take a pregnant pause while Good Vibes Mining called a boomer earlier on by David Lee. Script and technical issues.
Called correctly.
Called correctly. Nice dog, David. Vomit Coffin.
So this is the song. Hold on one second.
The spatter becomes a stray.
Yes.
I freaking love it.
Yes. That's what it's all about. This is why I love these guys. They're just so rock and they're just so authentic. Now, Vomit Coffin, I'm very jealous. I've never managed to get to Vomit Coffin before. It's one of the more desirable, let's call it legendary cards.
Yeah.
Before, when I was playing on your channel before I even discovered the whole musical angle, I'd see something like Vomit Coffin. I'd be like, wow, look at that card. It's amazing. There's got to be some sort of story behind it. I didn't realize the story until later on that you guys started to do some little bit of a reveals about the whole musical aspect of that. So we've seen some of the musical aspects. Was that King Gizzard who was just playing that?
Yeah. So like we were saying, King Gizzard inspired me to go back to creating and drawing. I just listened to the songs, and I would just picture it in my mind. Like this came out of nowhere. Like I was just listening to the song, and the lyrics are so good that you can actually image it, picture itself. And Vomit Coffin is our most iconic NFT, and one of the hardest to get. We didn't sell it. We just made some giveaways on a week, and very limited mints, so very limited card. And that is the process behind it. The song is called Vomit Coffin, but the lore about some of the cards we are going to show it and some of the NFTs are main driven by the album Murder of the Universe. If you guys want to check it out, it's definitely a good listen.
So I'm looking at Vomit Coffin, and I know a little bit now about Star Cards, a little bit more than I knew before. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that Hand to Yumi in the background?
Yeah. So this is part of the lore. Not going to give too much info about it. It's fun if you guys go after the album and listen. It's very fun. It's a lot of fun. So Hantayumi is the name of the robot that is not a robot. It's a cyborg. So it's a metaphor for us humans creating our the thing that is going to destroy us in the future. So AI is the main theme of the album, and the AI becoming overthrowing the humans, Homo sapiens. So this is one of the parts of the song that Vomit Coffin is actually the human, and that it's so crazy because this cyborg wants to vomit. He needs to feel something, the cyborg, and he creates a machine called Vomit Coffin, and that's Vomit Coffin. He's vomiting, and it ends up destroying the universe basically with vomit. Yeah, that's it.
We've come a long way from the Wizard of Oz and the Tin Man.
This thing is awesome. Let's move on. Should we move on to the next card?
Let's move on. Let's see what other card. The wizard. All right, let me speak about the wizard first of all. So
the wizard has music as well. Let's play that real quick, and then I'll hand it back to you. Hold on one second.
Get it going. Beautiful. That is rock.
Beautiful.
You take Gandalf, put him on steroids, put a guitar in his hand, make him love NFTs, make him into an NFT, add some music onto him, and you've got the Wizard. Amazing card, and a hell of a hard card to get. This card has caused me sleepless nights and has caused me almost to have post-traumatic stress disorder from attempting to get this card. I didn't get this card, thank you very much. Some very obscure clues towards the end. Tell us the whole process behind getting this card and why it has become such a coveted card for everybody who knows what's what.
Yeah, so we from Star Cards, me and Rob, we like to play with the community. We started with Star Fusions, with the obvious blending of the Star Cards with Cutthroat Boogie, but we did something called Star Quest. And Star Quest was our second Star initiative, we like to call it. And basically, it was a full week of some games we played with the community. Like we did some riddles inspired by the songs of Black Sabbath and King Gizzard, and it was like divided in 4 parts or something, and the final rewards to those who got through the whole week and getting every riddle right won the wizard. So it's limited to 25 minutes, I think. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about it, but it's very, very exclusive. And yeah, the wizard was inspired by the song we just played for you guys, but the Star Quest won, Dwayne.
Don't do that to me, Victor. Don't do that to me.
And the Star Quest one was incredible because we got so much from the community. Like everyone wanted to get this card, and sometimes we wanted to share the answer to the riddles, but we can't do that, like, because we love so much the community. But that's it, the wizard.
Amazing
Star Quest
card.
number 1.
I love this card.
Don't
It
do that
reminds
to
me of so many things. I'm gonna go on to the next card,
All right.
Yes, let's.
which I also love, by the way.
Okay.
Cutthroat Boogie. I've
Cutthroat
got
Boogie.
I've got two Cutthroat Boogies. Very proud to own 2 Cutthroat Boogies. Thank you very much.
Yes, Cutthroat Boogie is our first Star Fusion. Like, if you guys pay attention to the NFT, you can split into 4 pieces, like 4 characters. Each character represents a song, and this song, these 4 pieces, if you blend them together, you get Cutthroat Boogie. So Cutthroat Boogie is a blend of 4 cards, and we didn't sell anything we didn't gave away. We did an airdrop, but the airdrop was random. So everyone who got into the airdrop got a random Cutthroat Boogie piece, and it was really fun to do it the first Star Fusion, because we like to see you guys trading on our group. We love to see our group warm and people talking and trading our NFTs, and we like to talk about it. So Star Fusion is our first Star initiative, like I mentioned before the wizard, and Star Quest is our second one. We have more to come.
I'm sure you do. I was really impressed by Cutthroat Boogie. I think I must have got about 2 of them and then traded for the rest. Who do we have here? I recognize the card. I don't know the name of it. Please educate me, Victor.
Yeah, don't blow your mind. It's just right above the right hand corner, top.
Oh yeah,
right corner.
I see that.
And this was my first attempt to create something that looked like a rock poster. One of my main inspirations for making star cards and NFTs is a rock poster artist called Jason Galea, and he does rock posters. He did some to the OCs. It's another garage punk band, and this card was also inspired by the song "Don't Blow Your Mind" by the OCs. And this was my first attempt to create something that looks huge that you would put on your wall. Later on our NFTs, we are going to show one that it's going to be put on a wall one day for sure. Oddstar.
Yeah, I think Oddstar's coming up next, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm going to admit, I bought a ton of these. I think this is one of the coolest NFTs I've seen. And for some reason, I actually think it was like, I don't know how you distributed it, but out of all your NFTs, like this one catches my eye. I would put this one on a poster. I have a lot of music posters on my wall, and I would put this next to like my favorite band, and it would be on par. It's amazing, amazing art. There's so much going on in it. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys talk.
So much going on. How long did it take you to create that, Victor?
I was during my project management classes. I was bored, and I was just drawing and doing something like, okay, let's produce something. Okay, I like to work and let's do something. I'm really hands-on, and I started drawing from, I think, the right to the left, I think, and I started with star cards too. But Odd Star, it's a successful attempt to create a rock poster. Like, I actually printed this, I have here, but it's huge. It's massive. I can put on my wall.
You can't put it on your wall.
Yeah, I have several posters here. Yeah. But Odd Star is not one of them, because Odd Star was a mistake of mine when printing. The physical one is like the size of my bed, is incredible. But when I finished it doing Odd Star, I stopped it and stared at the art on a Mac. That's my girlfriend's Mac I use. It's not mine. I think she's watching us, but right now. But I was just stopped and stared like, holy, what is this? Like, I was just tripping out with this, a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of going on, and Rob does like it too. It's one of his favorite too, and that's really important for us. Like, his opinion too, it's really important for us, and we have to get to agreements. It's not just in total control of star cards. No, we share same amount of responsibilities, and in creation too. Like, Rob doesn't take care of just dev stuff. He takes care of marketing, and I like that too.
Yeah, definitely a good relationship. That's working really well. If that relationship is giving us amazing NFTs like that, then it's definitely a good relationship for us, you, the community, everybody, because that is an absolutely amazing NFT. Are there any plans in the future to give out physical NFTs, physical posters?
We did some prank with you guys on April Fools, and actually there was an amazing response to the prank, and people were asking for physical posters or physical NFTs. I'm not gonna lie, we have considered that, but it's not our main priority right now. But we would love to do it. Like, I think my dream is to print posters that can glow in the dark. Like, I have two here. It's just amazing with dark light. So my next step as an artist.
So if not posters, if not now, then when?
Then when?
Because that's the name of the card. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Really good, really good. Yeah.
Tell us about it. This looks like a little star music card to me.
Yeah. So if not now, then when? I had a plan with it. It is inspired also by a King Gizzard song. If not now, then when? You guys should also check it out. It's an amazing music video. We don't have it here for you guys, but you should definitely check it out. So if not now, then when? Talks about also the end of the world. Like, we are walking to the end. Like, wildfires on Australia, wildfires in the Amazon, and much fishing, like illegal fishing, lots of stuff wrong here on Earth. And this song talks about, like, when we are going to change as humans and start doing something. Like, if not now, then when we are going to do it. Like, it's too late already, right? So this is like the black hole that's sucking everything, like it's everything going to end someday.
That's a good message. That's a really good message right there.
That's super
So
deep.
far, it is super deep.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think right about now, we've got one more. Oh, we got
No,
one more.
I think that message is worthy of the
Come on,
psychedelic ritual.
Boomer. Come on, Boomer.
Okay. So I'm gonna start throwing some questions out there for you guys from the Discords and the Telegrams.
All right.
Victor, they want to know what your favorite rock band is.
So that is obvious, but King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is an Australian band, rock band. They are mainly they are alternative psychedelic rock band. So they have like jazz stuff, they have heavy thrash metal stuff. They are for everyone. They have even microtonal tunings, songs like from Turkish guitars and tunings. They go abroad, like in some crazy rhythms to like tempos with drums and everything. So King Gizzard is my favorite one, my favorite band, and it is what inspires me till today to draw something. I have more inspirations, of course, but I just can't get enough of it. They are really good.
We have a couple more questions. I'm sorry, go ahead, Doug.
I was just going to ask, are those guitars on the wall behind you for show, or do you play yourself?
I play a bit, but I'm not going to show off tonight.
Maybe another night then.
Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning
questions,
bit by
guys.
bit. Yeah.
Victor, do you play? I'm sorry. Do you write your own music?
I jam a lot when I want. Like I just like the arts and the NFTs. Sometimes I have a small pause between days, and then things that just start coming out like from my mind, and also with music too. So sometimes, not very often, like once or twice a week, I pick up the guitar and start just jamming.
A good
more like
follow up. I'm sorry. A good follow up to that right now is those jams. Do you draw them?
like jamming. I mean, like how do I
No,
say?
no. I understand you jam. Everyone understands jamming.
But
What
if
they're
I write
asking
them,
No, they're asking if you're transferring those jams, like when you're making your own music, is some of that music showing up as art on the NFTs?
yeah, there is one. We did one that is called Start Eater. We're doing slowly progressing on it, but this we have one audio NFT, so you guys can check it out. It's called Star Cards. Actually, it's just our logo, but it's a jam that I did for the Star Cards main team. Like it's supposed to be Star Cards team one day in full glory. Okay.
If it's really glorious, it's going to be a whole lot more glorious. So you guys are one of the, or you're at least one of the few projects that I follow that has got level 2 verification on Atomic. Tell us about that. Was it hard to achieve? It's very well deserved, but was it hard to achieve?
Yeah, it is. It is hard because it's a verification process. We have to be in touch with the Atomic Hub team and provide them evidence of your work. So I had to send them everything they requested, and it took some time, but it's something we are proud of, being level 2 verified. Yeah, we were one on October 2020. We were like one of the very first projects to be on Atomic Hub, not like the top 5, but you know what I mean, like the first.
Yeah.
And months later, we got level 2 verification. So we were really proud of it and really happy too.
Yeah, well deserved. I can't think of a project that deserves any more. You've told us a lot about Star Cards so far. You've talked about Star Fusion. You've told us about the story behind it.
Dwayne, can I toss a couple more? There's like a couple more.
Toss away, Josh.
Okay.
Toss away. The fans want
They
a
have
piece of
questions.
Victor.
They
Give
want to
them-
know.
give
This
them
is
a
the
piece of
moment.
him. Give them a piece of Victor.
Do you work with any more traditional non-digital art mediums?
Do you mean like,
Paint, drawing, like physical?
yeah? Most of our NFTs start on the paper. I find it easier to draw the lines and to put what is in my mind on the paper, because it's something that I've been doing for my whole life. Like, I'm not an NFT artist out of nowhere, like from 2020, from here. No, I've been drawing for many years, and people know that I like to do it. And one second. And can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're still good.
Yeah.
Hang on
Sorry.
every word.
So I use paper, and also I like to try other stuff. Like, I'm trying to get into do you know Super Scoopy? The things that the guys from gaming industry, they model their characters and something.
Exit Limbo is doing stuff like that. Like they're yeah, I know you're sculpting, like 3D sculpting, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff's really cool. I know what you mean.
So I'm trying to get into that too. We like to also go 3D, like we did with Hunterumi. It's a very heavy file, so we didn't put it here.
I'm gonna try to get it up before the end. I actually think that's one of your most interesting ones. There's a couple more really cool questions. Someone wants to know how your family supports this, like those that are around you. What do they think about your NFT project?
Yeah, so my family is very supporting. Like, I couldn't ask for more, actually. I live with my mom and my grandfather and my grandparents, and they inspire me sometimes. Like, my mom said to me the other day, like, do you want me to help you out with the all the equipment you need to draw and to create your NFTs? And I said, no, we don't need your help, thank you so much. But I have Star Cards is not only me and Rob. I was going to say this. Star Cards is much more. Star Cards is all about the community. Star Cards is also about the family too. So I'm really proud to have the support I have from my girlfriend, from this family, and also from this amazing NFT community.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Do you want to take back over? Everyone that had something pinned in my Discord is going to get a pack as well. So we're going to take care of that later, but I'm going to watch the end of this, and I'm going to let you go back with D right now, Dwayne.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, I'm surprised there's probably a million more questions, because you do have a massive fan base out there. I'm sure your mum and your granddad must realize that you're actually pretty damn famous in your own right, really. And rightly so. You're a talented man, and Rob's a talented man as well. Thank you very much for bringing this to us. So far, we've looked at all the awesome stuff you brought us. Animated cards. I didn't know animated cards could possibly be a thing. Before I saw your cards, I didn't know animated cards were a thing. I didn't know Star Fusion. I didn't know your Fuse cards. That was a new thing as well. So many new things you brought to the space. Could not take away from you for a minute, but I'm just going to talk about Alien Worlds for a second as well, just because I am the alien leader of Alien Army World, so it's kind of my job, really.
Yeah.
So Alien World. So right now, you probably realise that explorers from around the world are mining in Good Vibes contests, mining your cards, and hoping to get loads of those cards. Because Alien Worlds is the biggest decentralized app. You can start for free, democratizes, liberates, and excites. And I've actually written this down because I'm really quite passionate about this. I truly believe it's going to be as much of a milestone as Bitcoin was. And I'm coining the phrase right now: it's play to win, to gain, to change. Because it changes lives, changes lifestyle, changes the face of crypto and gaming, and the other ties into what you guys do. And I've actually written this down before we even said what you said. It is freedom through technology and community. Now, with your mum and your granddad being so supportive of Star Cards, which is an amazing project, I feel appropriate to quote this as well. That I actually pulled out of one of the Alien Worlds chat, which absolutely blew my mind and really ties in with all that every single awesome NFT creator does in this space. So this is a loose quote from someone that pulled up one of the channels. The quote goes, "Thank you, Alien Worlds. We're from a poor country and you have changed my family's lives." That's poignant stuff. Poignant stuff. So if when, not now, maybe now is the time, and projects like yours and Alien Worlds are making those changes. Amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And you are opening up so many doors to every single person with all the awesome stuff you are doing. And we absolutely, as a community, as art lovers, as NFT lovers, as rock guards, really appreciate it.
Building the world we want to see.
Absolutely. Yeah. David, do you want to add anything else there?
I'm gonna hop in for one more sec. So, you know, I do want the story on this, and I think I have it so that we could share it. This is the piece you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it doesn't show as the 3D on Atomic. Like you have to search to get the, you know, I spoke to Rob about it. It's really cool. And I didn't see it like this as first. It showed up as something else to me, but what is it?
So Hunterumi is part of the lore, the main lore that that drives Star Cards. That is the lore behind King Gizzard. But anyway, so this is part of something else, and it's part of the lore too, like we just talked about. Hunterumi, this piece, this 3D piece that I made, is one of other arts, 3D arts I'm working on, and me and Robbie were just speaking and deciding which cards were supposed to be on Ruptura, and he emphasized it a lot that Hunterumi needed to be in Ruptura because it's so sick. I wasn't sure about it, but it's really cool. I love Hunterumi. It became one of my favorite things, and it also came out of nowhere. Actually, I just sat down and started using the 3D renders, and this came out actually.
That is an absolutely sick card.
Yeah,
I like the way the light reflects off the top. It looks like a brain or something almost. It looks really cool.
It does, doesn't it? If I was to picture a future Cyborg, that's pretty much what I'd picture. It's kind of weirdly, horrifyingly fascinating.
It checks all those boxes.
It's got a lot going on. And the lines, the way they are in the back, like I could ask questions about this thing all day. I'll let you guys talk. But what about the lines, the way they focus and the angles? Like, do they have meaning in the spacing, or is that just like something that you saw that you thought was pretty?
Yeah, I felt it was fitting to the scene and to the ambient of the NFT. So I was just feeling like something is missing here. Like the colors, it actually was really pretty much different, and without a background it becomes dull. So we were trying to figure out, I was getting myself into 3D rendering, and actually I did try some years ago, but I didn't have the right equipment. Now I have my girlfriend's computer to do the rendering, but anyways,
I hope she gets a percentage.
Yeah, she does. And
this is so cool. Could I ask this?
I guess
file
as long
type,
as you're not mining Bitcoin with it, it's okay, right?
this file type, is this something you could send to a 3D printer? Like the way that you have this uploaded through IPFS or whatever, like it's the same file that you'd have printed in a 3D printer, right?
Oh,
on a 3D, I don't know actually. I don't know.
I bet it is. Like it looks like that kind of type to me. It's really cool.
It just this card just encapsulates so much about why I love Star Cards. You look at it on the surface, it just looks like a cord NFT. But you can literally, every minute I'm staring at this, I'm just seeing so much more detail coming out. And there's so much story and so much meaning behind every single little bit of every piece in this NFT. You're such an amazing artist, Victor.
You're hypnotized, Dwayne.
I am. Will you make me vomit?
It actually made us.
Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future of Star Cards.
Yeah.
Where are we going with Star Cards? What do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, me and Rob, we have a lot of work to do. A lot. And we can say that we have been busy doing something on the same lines, following the same lines as Oddstar. So this type of art, like Oddstar popped in my mind and dropped into the paper. That was Oddstar. I'm really proud of Oddstar. And to make something like that, it requires some time, some details. And we are doing something related to this to this team. Like, if you like Oddstar, you're going to like what Star Cards is going to launch in the near future.
Well, I'm a fan. I think you made a lot more fans tonight as well, and well deserved as well, because you truly do create some amazing stuff. I've dropped a bit of lore back and forth on your channel for my own amusement, time and time again. Is there ever going to be an all-encompassing lore that ties all your cards together, and how will you get that out to the community?
Really tough question. But something along the lines, when we were doing our first Star Quest, we reached out to a friend of ours, and he handles like some plays with Dungeons and Dragons, and he is really good with this kind of things like storytelling and lore. We tried to get his help, but unfortunately for Star Quest 1, we couldn't, and we followed a more basic structure for Star Quest 1. Star Quest 1 was meant to be something else and something bigger, actually, but we are thankful that it was a success. But if we were meant to connect all Star Cards with some lore, I guess the main lore that drives it, that drives Star Cards, is the main lore behind Murder of the Universe. So it's Hunterumi, it's Vomit Coffin. We have the River too. Like, we have also Lord of Lightning. We have the Red Saint Raconteur. I have countless cards that we could mention here. Like,
so many.
Some of them are really connected. Others are tied to other bands and don't have a really definite lore. But like Red Saint Raconteur is one. Lord of Lightning. Also, the Balrog is called Floating Fire, and Hunterumi and Vomit Coffin too.
It's amazing. Just speaking with you tonight, I've just realized once again just how much and why I love Star Cards so much. So many stories, so much lore, so much good art, so much love, really,
Yeah.
so much love coming from you, community, from the community to you, and so much love you've poured into your art. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you tonight, Victor.
Thank you.
Before we wrap it up, do you have anything else you need or want to say to your audience, your fans?
Yes. Also, thank you guys for having me, and it's a pleasure to be on this event with Good Vibes Mining. And Star Cards will always listen to the community. Even one of our cards was launched because of community demands. Like first edition Electric War was is one of our most valuable Star Cards out there, and it was a mistake made by us, and the community asked, like, you're going to launch it, like we need this, and we did.
Yeah.
And I just would like to thank you, send a big thanks to the NFT community, and because you guys are amazing, amazing, amazing. And Star Cards wouldn't be what it is today without you guys, and Rob too. Oh, of course.
Thank you so much, Victor.
I've got to
David?
get some packs now. Thanks for sharing with us,
Thanks
Victor.
so much, guys. This was really great.
Guys, stay rock, stay real. Love you, Star Cards. Absolutely
Rock on,
amazing.
guys.
Rock on, guys. Rock.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Beautiful.
Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone. I'm excited to go out and pick up some Star Cards, and don't forget you can always catch us on the web at waxgamer.com. Catch up with everyone soon. Mining all we can on the land. What's a plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh?